I define a community of learners as a group of people who's working together towards a common goal. In the classroom, the community of learners should be productively struggling while embracing the diversity among the group. In a study done by Ghosh in 2021, the teachers helped build relationships by doing activities, participating in extracurricular activities, and bonding with the students outside of the classroom. Ghosh notes so much of the relationship building occurred outside of the classroom, but the results inside of the classroom were boundless. The largest feedback I've gotten from students in my own classroom and from fellow educators that have been in here is that I create a safe space for students to learn together and grow together. Often, when students get to my classroom their sophomore or junior year of high school, they've experienced defeat and disappointment through math. I try to keep my teaching style positive, upbeat, and lighthearted to allow students to feel comfortable. Creating a welcoming environment where students can learn and grow together has helped foster the relationships formed, not only between my students and I, but between the students themselves in the room. When the classroom is a comfortable space, students are able to take risks, make mistakes, and be successful by learning from those mistakes. I try to welcome mistakes and model how we learn from them, especially in a math classroom. After this course, I want to introduce more choice to my students, not only on how they're learning material, but also how they're assessed. So much of our current curriculum is based off of how students perform on written assessments and not any performance-based ones. I want to implement more integrated projects and use more relevant problem-based lessons to my students. I'm excited to implement some of what I've learned as soon as possible. Learner-centered principles allow students to be in control of their learning. Promoting the individuality of students and their learning process should be celebrated rather than used to accommodate where we want students to be. Many professional development sessions are lectures or presentations about a concept. I would design a professional development session on learner-centered principles by modeling what I would do for my students. Creating groups of diverse learners, giving them the choice on what they wanted to learn and how they wanted to learn it, and creating flexible groups to ensure that every educator in the session would be getting what they needed out of this. The modeling of the learner-centered principles would be more useful to educators in creating a presentation that goes through the principles and sends teachers on their way. Creating this lesson plan that is learner-centered about learner-centered principles would be the ideal way to share the concept with other educators. After this course, I want to encourage my colleagues to create more integrated lessons with other subjects. I want students to learn in different ways than just lecture-based or sitting in groups for the lecture. Sharing these concepts with my colleagues can help build a learner-centered curriculum in the school, even if it happens gradually.